Pilot error and the lack of a warning system. That is the cause of the 2008 med-flight crash in the La Crosse area that killed 3, according to the National Transportation Safety Board. That is our top story. Killed in the crash, UW flight doctor Darren Bean, nurse Mark Coyne, and pilot Steve Lipperer. They went down outside La Crosse minutes after dropping off a patient at a hospital there. It was a rainy, partly foggy night, and the chopper crashed into a wooded bluff. The crash was the focus of a News 3 investigation last year in which a former pilot and the wife of one of the victims questioned the overall safety and oversight of the med-flight program. Tonight, News 3's Brad Chaimson has the latest on the NTSB's findings. Brad.
Well, Eric, I spoke with a number of people this afternoon about the report, including Dr. Stacy Bean, whose husband, Darren, was on board when the helicopter went down. While she wanted to see something in the report that would push for policy change to make the industry safer, she says the report offered little that wasn't already known. More than 2 years after the fatal crash comes an answer from the NTSB to what caused it. The report cites pilot error due to inadequate pre-flight planning, insufficient altitude, and a lack of a helicopter terrain awareness and warning system, or TAWS. Even with TSB's findings, many are still asking questions. Colorado-based Air Methods agrees TAWS may have given pilot Steve Lipperer a better understanding of his surroundings, but continues to argue the technology was not readily available.
Although we were endeavoring mightily to get that technology into the aircraft, it was not available in the numbers, nor was there enough time that had transpired to have allowed that technology to have been fully propagated.
A statement from UW Hospitals and Clinics COO Ronald Slawinski also says TAWS and night vision goggles were difficult to obtain because U.S. military operations in the Middle East had priority. However, a News 3 investigation last year found MedLink in La Crosse bought a helicopter equipped with both TAWS and night vision from the same contractor in 2006. Air Methods also expressed disappointment that the report didn't mention the possibility of engine trouble.
We believe that there was evidence after the accident that there was an engine malfunction, potential engine malfunction that he was dealing with based on the position of engine switches and some of the damage.
Ultimately, the factual report provides some answers, but not all. The questions that remain may never be answered. Another issue here, both Stacy Bean and former med-flight pilot Craig Lunas say the conditions that night were perfect to fly using instrument flight rules, or IFR. Now, Lipperer was certified in IFR, but was restricted to using visual flight rules, or VFR, by Air Methods.
And Brad, the restriction on flight rules, that's the reason one of the board members didn't approve of this report, right?
Well, NTSB member Robert Sumwalt felt the failure of Air Methods to ensure the pilot was current and qualified for IFR contributed to the accident, forcing the pilot to fly at a low altitude below lower than expected clouds. Now, Air Methods says that is covered in its qualification for VFR. Pilots are trained to what to do in sudden cloud cover.
Brad Chaimson reporting in our news center. Brad, thank you.